on in. I don't want you to get out. Come on in. What I like to do, if you're new to this channel, is talk about anything classic rock related. I just love it. And if you love that type of stuff, please hit that subscribe button. I would truly appreciate it. So just diving in and getting into some classic rock news. David Crosby, formerly of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young and the Byrds, he's a legend. Well, he figures, you know what? I want something to do right now, so I'm going to give people life advice. So Rolling Stone magazine has given him the platform to do just that, and he just started it, so it's a brand new thing. And a woman reached out to him and said, David, I've been married to my husband for about 40 years, and I'm really concerned about his political stance. So David said, he voted for our current president, so if your husband supports a crook, his words, not mine, then you really need to get out of that marriage and leave him. 40 years, throw it out the window, just walk away. Not sure if that's what she wanted to hear or not, or if she was expecting that type of answer, but if you follow David on social media, you won't be surprised he gave that answer. So if you want to ask something to David, life-related, forget about music questions, he will not answer them. He wants a life question, advice. Go to askcroz at rollingstone.com. And the Rolling Stones, speaking of the Rolling Stones, Rolling Stone magazine, the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger is doing awesome. He looks so good. They're getting ready to go back on the road for their No Filter tour. And the cool thing is they just had some really rare whiskeys, Rolling Stone whiskeys, go onto the auction block this week. I cannot find the exact selling price of how much these bottles sold for, but there were 150 of them. And the reason why they're so rare and expensive is because each bottle, I guess, has a blend of whiskey from a year of importance for the Rolling Stones. For instance, one bottle will have some whiskey in it from 1971, which was the year that the Rolling Stones tongue logo was released. So again, really rare bottles of whiskey, 150 bottles of them, expected selling price about 44 grand a piece, so 150 bottles times 44,000 is like over $6.5 million. So someone is really got a lot of satisfaction after that auction ended. For real. Sebastian Bach, former lead singer of Skid Row, love that guy. He is a hoot. He is so funny. And again, I just love Skid Row. So 5 years ago, when it was the band's 25th anniversary of the release of their debut self-titled album, he was mad that nothing happened. He's like, why isn't anyone doing anything? It's the 25th anniversary, for crying out loud. So this year marks the 30th anniversary of Skid Row's debut album release, 18 in Life, I Remember You. Come on, those songs are like monster ballads, right? So good. So Sebastian is going out on the road this fall, and he's going to perform that entire album from start to finish. And we are lucky enough here in Rhode Island to have Sebastian come to Block Island. So Sebastian Bach performing on the beach in Rhode Island. Shut up! I cannot wait for that concert. So it's going to be a great fall for all of us. And thank you, Sir Sebastian. Paul Stanley of Kiss. I never know what is going on with these guys. I really don't. So a couple of days ago, Ace Frehley came out and said, yeah, it's too bad the guys didn't sell out Madison Square Garden, but if I, meaning Ace, was with the band, they would have sold it out no problem, because back in the day, we sold out Madison Square Garden all 3 nights, yada yada. So Ace has been kind of stirring the pot with these guys, right? And they haven't said much of anything, but Paul Stanley recently said there is still a little tiny chance that Ace Frehley and Peter Criss could join the End of the Road tour. I know, I read that and said, really? I thought it was done. I figured, you know what, over, not gonna happen, but there's still, that door is creaked open just a little bit. Now we know Ace is available, he will jump at the chance. Peter Criss, I don't know, would he do it? Again, you don't really hear too much from him either. And we're not hearing much from Gene. So for Paul to say that, there had to be discussions about it. So again, we'll see if Ace and Peter join that End of the Road tour. I don't think Vinnie Vincent's gonna be there. I'm just saying, it's not gonna happen. It's just not. And just to, wrap this up, I have this stool here in honor of Mr. Steve Perry because I am hoping that one day he will come and he will talk to me and sit on this stool, and I will keep the stool happily ever after if he does. Now, someone actually reached out to me and said, why would Steve come and talk to you in your little dinky... It's not dinky. I like my studio here. I really, really do. So why would he come and talk to you? Well, he would come and talk to me, Kiki Classic Rock, because it would be the right thing to do, really, for Mr. Perry. And just to be able to ask him some questions that haven't been asked before. I think I could do that. I really, really do. And I think everybody would like to hear it. So again, Steve Perry, it's open for you. Right here, this stool right here. Because this is a new addition, you can't see it, but it's here. It is here. I never had a second stool, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave it here because if you visualize it, it'll happen, right? What was that movie with Kevin Costner? The baseball field. I don't know. I'm thinking Fever Pitch, but that was Drew Barrymore and Jimmy Fallon, right? Yeah. Anyway, no. Think it, dream it, and they will come. Dream it, and Steve Perry will sit here. Anyway. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Again, if you like classic rock news with a little bit of a twist, because I do that, please hit that subscribe button. And guys, have a great day, a great night, a great weekend, a great everything. And as always, remember to keep rocking.